Nicola Sturgeon announced she will launch an advanced investigation into all care homes in Scotland to test as many people as possible, both working and staying in care homes. Speaking from the daily press conference on coronavirus in Edinburgh, Nicola Sturgeon announced the huge operational task will begin next week. Coronavirus tests will be carried out for anyone who lives or works in a care home, regardless of whether they show symptoms or already have confirmed cases in the home. She announced the Scottish Government would undertake advanced outbreak investigation at care homes reporting cases of COVID-19. The investigation will involve testing of all residents and staff regardless of symptoms. The First Minister said that, if a care home is part of a chain where staff move between homes, the testing will be carried out in the linked institutions. Ms. Sturgeon also said there will be sample testing done in homes where no cases have been reported. The changes, which will be overseen by NHS Louisa Jordan Chief Executive Jill Young, will be put in place as swiftly as practicable. She added that the expansion of testing would need to be clinically driven. The testing capacity in Scotland currently stands at 4,350, according to Ms. Sturgeon. The Scottish Government set a target of 3,500 for capacity in NHS labs by the end of April. By the end of the next week, the First Minister said, testing would rise to 6,500 and further to 8,000 by the middle of May. The capacity before the outbreak was 350. Ms. Sturgeon also said the UK government network set up to increase the number of tests has seen the true capacity of testing in Scotland rise to 8,350. By the end of next week, the First Minister said, capacity is hoped to have risen to 10,500 and 12,000 by the middle of May. The First Minister said that increasing capacity was not about chasing numbers, adding that it was important to increase the number of tests carried out. She said the Scottish Government would be working to extend categories for testing. On Thursday, the First Minister said there were 2,537 NHS tests carried out, in addition to 2,124 tests at the regional drive-through centres across Scotland, bringing the total numbers to 4,661. The First Minister also added that 22,400 key workers or family members have been tested by the NHS. A total of 1,515 patients have died in Scotland after testing positive for coronavirus, up by 40 from 1,475 on Wednesday, the First Minister said. She said 11,654 people have now tested positive for the virus in Scotland, a rise of 301 from 11,353 the day before. There are 1,809 people in hospital with confirmed or suspected COVID-19, up 61 from 1,748 the previous day, Ms. Sturgeon added. Of these patients, 110 are in intensive care, a rise of 4.